Yeah. I like saying that part right there. That's the most exciting part to me. Yeah. I guess we gotta get into it. Let's get into it. We back again. Into Radio Podcast every Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Giving the community a voice. Remember, your opinion matters. There's no right or wrong opinion. It's how you live your life through your opinion. I'm your host, once again, Mr. Professor Vanessa. I'm in the building. Thank you for joining us once again, baby. Let's rock. I like the way you said that. Let's rock. What's up, my good people? I appreciate you being here with me tonight on this beautiful, rainy, cloudy, but boo-loving weather evening. As you see, I'm all alone. I am all alone. But I am blessed to be here, thankful as well, because without him, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I do. So I am not complaining about anything. I hope everyone having a productive and positive week. I know I am. Like I said, everything's with me. It's a blessing. So we're here to talk about some things, to listen to your opinion about some things, for you to call in and share your opinion. That number would be 678-300-2188. It will be pinned, so check us out. And also make sure you leave us some comments so we can get into it and have a little good discussion this evening. And also make sure you go like us on all platforms of social media. Most definitely, because I'm a likable guy, and you'll love me. You'll love me, you'll love my conversation, you'll love the opinion of others, and you'll be able to really share and connect with others through this. And it's all out of love, no negativity there. So, like I said, I hope everybody had a great week so far. One more day and it's Friday, baby. We good. I want to thank everybody that comes through and help me, support me, Intune Radio and Podcast. I have so many people working with me, you just don't understand. And they put up with me, so I thank them. They know who they are. They are a blessing. They're helping me get steps further along with this podcast thing. So let's get into it. So I want to talk about a lot of different things, but I'm going to do current events right now, where we have current events. And current events, we talk about what event went on that was kind of eye-catching, eye-popping. And for me, it was the Roderick Walker situation. Now, for some of you who do not know, it's a 26-year-old black man who was repeatedly punched by the Georgia Sheriff's Department during a traffic stop in South Atlanta, and is demanding the authorities file criminal charges against the officers involved and conducted an independent investigation. I don't understand the investigation part. Like, you clearly see what happened here, but we have to investigate. Investigate what? I'm not getting that part. Investigate what? And then what bothered me the most when I hear they are negotiating a bond. What? Okay, and then the one that really killed me the most is you said he was handcuffed to a hospital bed. Now you just scraped this whole face off and did so many things to him, and then you're gonna handcuff him like he was in the wrong here for failure to show his identification. I get it, but is that worth the aggressiveness by the other side? Is that really worth that? Or is that something that we can grab control of and do better with? So on so many levels, this is so crazy, and to me it's mind-boggling. You just can't see it with common sense and realize that's wrong. So with that being said, it's just what happens in our society and our community, and we have to do better. We have to fight for doing better. We have to keep on doing better and not stop. This fight is a never-ending situation, so we want to work on that. So, and we pray for their families. We pray for everyone's family, because so much is going on. Some people are not turning to their higher power to understand that this is right, this is wrong. But that's another subject. So the topic this week that we're going to discuss is actually, why are mental health issues not taken seriously in the Black community? So let me repeat that again. Why are mental health issues not taken seriously in the Black community? Now, feel free to comment on this subject, because it's a very touching subject, but it's something we deal with on a daily basis. So I honestly believe that everybody's entitled to their own opinion, of course. I believe everybody's entitled to think and feel how they want to feel about any situation or subject. But when it comes to mental health, I'm only going to speak on the people I come across. I can't speak on people who's really going through that situation. I really can't speak on that because I don't know. I don't know what I might have a mental health issue that I don't know about, but ain't nobody told me yet. And don't tell me now. I'm cool with the way it's been going. So, but I can't speak on that because mentally I don't know what each and every individual, from my kids to my family members to friends, I don't know what they're going through unless they talk to me about it. And then at the same time, do to tell you and discuss everything needs to be discussed. So I can't really speak on that. But at the end of the day, what it boils down to me is, let's talk about the ones who mentally do things that they might know or don't know, but at the same time, don't understand the consequences. Those are the people I feel have got some issues. Because you know right from wrong. You know what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. You know, if you're minding somebody's business, you know, 9 out of 10, you shouldn't be minding their business. And if you are, you need to keep it to yourself. Everybody don't live their life the way you live your life, period. So when it comes down to it, mental health issues, they can go a long way. It's a good situation for me. But I do know that there's some people out here who don't understand a lot of situations, who don't understand anything about anything, but they want to tell you how to handle things. So one thing that I wanted to talk about is most Blacks believe in prayer. Well, most Blacks believe that prayer is the solution to everything. I want to just comment and let me know who really thinks that's factual, and who thinks it's just a saying. Do you think that Blacks turn to prayer, look for prayer, accept prayer, and the consequences of prayer every time it comes to a situation? Do we run there because we know we can run there? Do we run there because we have faith in the word and what we're going to receive out of that? So, me as a Black man, I know for a fact that I'm gonna pray just because, like I said, every day I wake up, every day I get to have my health, my strength. So I'm thankful all around the board, and I appreciate everything that's given to me. But at the end of the day, like I said, we all have our own beliefs and opinion on how we feel about different things. Is prayer for you? Is it not prayer for you? That's your own belief. I don't want to get into that. But is that the first thing we run into when we see a sign of trouble, conflict, or when we need anything? So you can comment on that. Give us a call once again. The number should be pinned in for you at 678-300-2188. So speaking of that, like I said before, and I'm gonna say it again, I can't touch the topic, which is why our mental health issues not taken seriously in the Black community. And I really think it's because of the way we act or the way we portray ourselves to be sometimes, and not everyone, just some of the ones who are doing things that they shouldn't be doing because they don't care or they think there's no consequences. So I mean, we all have to look at life in the way of, like I said, you have to look at it in the way that you see it, what you see fit for your situations. And I try to do that a lot because at the end of the day, I don't know what a person going through. I don't. And if it's something that you're going through and you need me not to be around, I got you. Because I don't want to be a part of anything that might becomes of that. And you never know what a person's thinking. Not truly 100%. So are those signs of mental health issues? Is that a type? So mental health could be brought on by stress. It can affect that in many ways. Right now we have bullying going around. We have financial issues. We got to navigate through life during this pandemic, whatever they call it. I'm so disappointed at this point. And then we got these work issues. Some of us be on jobs, so we have to listen to someone who's unprofessional, who's not as helpful as they should be because of the position they're in, the stress of getting a job done when you know, hey, I'm giving my all and very little I'm getting paid. So there's a lot of stress issues that um, can be caused by these certain things, and all of it can basically affect your mental health. Now, I'm no expert. If you do have some experts out there who can shed light on the situation, once again, give us a call, and we'll be able to discuss that and help others maybe get through it. That's what we're here for. To help all get through it. That's why we're here every Thursday, 7:30, 8:30 p.m. Into Radio Podcast. So I've had some issues mentally. I have, but at the same time, I learned how to control them because of the consequences behind those issues. I've learned to understand that I can pretty much know what's the outcome going to be if I do this or I do that. Do I want to put myself in those positions? Of course not. So I think on levels where I don't want to be involved with situations that will take me from my home, my family, my friends, my space, mess with my energy. So what type of mental health issues are they? Are they what we call controlled mental health issues? Or are we just watching what we do and being careful how we walk? But for me, I just want the world to understand that it's okay to be who you are for you. It's okay to be in your frame of mind for you. You know, once you start putting yourself out available to others, now you're sharing you. So you should be willing to accept and open to certain criticism about you. That doesn't make it right or wrong, but for me, I think everybody that came into my life since I've been on this earth for a certain amount of years that I don't remember, but at the same time, those those times I've been on earth, I can't say that every person I came across wasn't a learning experience. Everybody to me became a learning experience. And I try to use those learning experiences to grow with my life. Because I'm not mad about how certain ones treated me, how certain ones responded to me, how certain ones wasn't there for me. I'm mad because I let myself get to the point where I needed them for those things. But my mother always taught me, at the end of the day, you take care of you. Do the best you can to make sure you and yours are okay. And that's what I do. So at the end of the day, when I listen to certain people and their issues and their situations, first thing I tell them to do is pray on it. Because sometimes I don't have the answer. And I don't know what religion or what higher power you pray to, but at the end of the day, that's the only thing I can offer you for certain situations. Because I don't have the right or wrong answers. And I never claim to have the right or wrong answers. But I think everybody has an opinion on how they want or how they see their situation. And I'm not that mad about that at all as I drink some of this good stuff in this cup. I know it's football going on later. How about the Redskins? Most definitely. Well, they actually are known as the Redskin football team. But I'm fine with that. We beat the Eagles. So that's what's up this week. Most definitely. So as a black man, we have been told mentally that some of us have been told that's not good for us to cry, have feelings, share emotions. And I disagree with that. I think it's very good to express how you feel or how you see things when it comes to feelings and emotions, because sometimes we leave that as a man, we leave that all bottled up inside. When we get to the point where we get ready to explode, everything comes out. And it could drive us to do crazy things. Now, not me per se, because I'm free, but I'm talking about the people who don't respond well to disappointment or rejection. So then they end up somewhere where they pretty much do not want to be. So is that a sign of mental health that we can control, or is it because it's said this way and we can't do these things? And is that a sign of mental control? Because on the other side of it, like I said, for me, it's like, listen, I don't mind crying. I think women like when a man cry. So I don't mind crying. I don't mind sharing my feelings and emotions because I think women like a man that shares his feelings and emotions. So I don't mind that. I really don't mind admitting when I'm wrong, and I definitely don't mind admitting when I'm right. But at the end of the day, what it all boils down to is um, I just don't mind sharing my feelings. And some of the times I hope it's for the best situation because it can shed light on others, how to treat me, how to respond to me, how to understand that, okay, this might be the reason why he's acting like this. And I'm appreciative of that because, like I said, everyone that comes in contact with are a part of my life for a reason. They were put there for a reason to help me grow, even out of negativity. So I'm appreciative and thankful for that. But are we controlling our mental health by what we've experienced? Because that's another side of controlling your mental health. Because I believe you can control yourself, period. That's just my belief. I believe you can control yourself. My daughter told me the other day she has a swear jar, and every time I use a word I'm not supposed to, even though I don't use those words much, but when I use a word, she charges me $1. So I said to her, I said, well, Carrie, he made me say it. And she said, well, you told me a long time ago, no one can make you do anything. I said, you're right, I did tell you that. So when you make these decisions to impact your life or others' life, how are we thinking? So is mental health controlled or do we control it? Give us a call at 678-300-2188 so we can discuss this. Once again, our topic tonight is why are mental health issues not taken seriously in the Black community? And one thing that I said is because I feel it's the way we act or we portray ourselves in certain situations. And we're looked upon as just that. I mean, honestly, I know it's other nationalities on the walk of the earth that has their situations, but me coming from my point of view, I think it's because we portray ourselves sometimes, and not all of us, because there are some good Greek fathers, mothers, parents, all of that. But it's just those few that's out there doing more damage for us or making it look a certain way. So, and one thing we can't come up or use a lot of is excuses. Is there really an excuse behind your behavior? Is there really an excuse behind your actions, period? And no matter what situation you're in. So do we respond because we have a mental health issue, or do we respond because we're just doing something we're supposed to do? I don't know the answer to that. But like I said, if you understand staying in your lane, dealing with the situations or the individuals that you're used to dealing with, then you shouldn't have an issue. Period. But that's just my opinion. Give us a call. Please comment. We will respond to you. Like I said, anyone out there who has a little bit more professional advice to give, you definitely call us up at 678-300-2188. I just like saying that number, but it's pinned, so you can definitely go give us a call using that number, and we have a little bit more conversation on that. But I just want to know your opinion, how you see men. Are men weak because they share and spread their emotions and their feelings? I really don't believe they are. And I know some dudes might cry, but I know some dudes might cry, but hey, they hold that thing, they carry that thing all day long. But at the end of the day, is that considered weak? Because a lot of people might have a whole lot of emotions. I don't want to hurt nobody. I'm tired of people doing this, that, and the third. So at the end of the day, they don't want to respond a certain kind of way, so they cry, and I get frustrated. I get quiet. I have to get quiet. So you never know how a person is going to respond in a situation. Period. And I don't ever try to claim I don't want to get across that type of situation, that type of negativity. So once again, if anyone want to call in and give us a call if they have another opinion, most definitely can. We have a call. Good evening, Intune Radio Podcast. Please can I have your name and where you're calling from?
Hello.
Yes, Intune Radio Podcast. May I have your name and where you're calling from? Hello?
Yes. How you doing tonight, sir? Great show.
Appreciate that. Max, who's calling? Who's calling? Where you calling from, please?
Yeah, I'm calling give you something on the mental health. You know, in our black neighborhoods, mostly people don't care until it hit their family. And otherwise, it's a big money problem. They've been getting rid of our people with mental health for a long time. You know, it's the same thing. People don't care until it hit their family, or it's just a big money game.
Okay. So you think it's a money game? So elaborate a little bit more. What you think is a big money game for an individual to score, like to get money off of, by saying using it as an excuse?
Couldn't hear you, sir. Couldn't hear you.
So you saying they're using an excuse to get money?
Well, what I'm saying is the mental hospital was a foundation to make money and to do experiments. And most people who do have a mental health problem is the family either leave them and the state takes over to make money. It's similar to the imprisonment, the same thing.
All right, so what would be your suggestion to try to fix that issue? Just a suggestion. What would you suggest? Did we lose our caller? Yes, so he thinks it's a game being ran, basically. Scheming up some couple dollars. Is that true? Do we have any employees or ex-employees who care to share on that? Do you think or feel that it's just something, a scam to make money? I mean, are we having mental health issues to the point they're recognized in America now? Is this just a month that we're doing? Is it something that goes away after the next month and we don't discuss it until they come back around? Are we having that issue here? I just want to know, because when was the last time any of you heard someone have a mental health issue? I don't know what a mental health issue is personally, so I can't really tell you. But I do know some crazies. I know some crazies. React first, think later. That's how crazy I know those are. But like I said, give us a call. What's your opinion? We want to hear what you have to say. Intune Radio Podcast. Moving forward, I know we do have some other information, but I want to just chime in a little bit on something else here. Well, not chime in. I'm going to come and bring it up. Soon, on Wednesday evening, we will be having unsigned, hyped music podcast. Play some music, play some unsigned hype. Just, we're going to give you the opportunity to call in, speak about your music, give you the opportunity to possibly come through, check us out, and really discuss your music and tell us everything about your music and get you on with that. So some of these people can have some platform, because we are definitely wanting to give the community a voice, and this is another way we want to do this. As we move forward, we have a lot of other things coming along, so then that way we can just all have fun with it and enjoy it here on Intune Radio Podcast every Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. And just to enjoy some great music that's in the community, we can definitely do that and give them some inspiration and let them know that we are listening, because everybody's hustling some type of way, some type of form of fashion, and we never to the point where we can't continue to support each other. We want to say everything matters, from the rich to the poor, to the in-between. We have to support each other. If you got a podcast, I'm going to support you. You have a t-shirt line, I'm going to support you. Now, I don't have enough money to buy the whole world, but I will support you. And we have to start doing this more. We can't get mad at each other and decide, I'm not going to do anything, I'm not going to help. That's not how we get further in life. We have to be a community and a village that's going to speak, look out, and bring and keep the village together. So we definitely want to go and support each other's music, and we'll definitely be getting into that area soon, because I know a lot of unsigned artists out here that are that can really put down some art. And we all need to take heed to it and respect that, and support them as well. I always say that you get some of these stars and they want to support some artists or someone who's hustling just as they are. So that's what we want to do here. Support. But in the meantime, we definitely want to talk and touch a lot more on the topic, which is why our mental health issues not taken seriously in the Black community. I, I just need some callers to call in and let me know, because right now I am confused to understand why we can't be taken serious, especially if you have some individuals who's telling you over and over again that they're having issues in their life and things not going right in their life. So when it all boils down to it, they talk about it, but they don't talk enough about it. So with that, I want to give you some National Suicide Prevention Hotline, which is 800-273-8255. Again, that's 800-273-8255. The Lifeline provides 24/7 free confidential support for people in distress, prevention, and crisis resources, you or your loved ones, and best practices for their professionals. So you can also text the crisis text line. That's text HOME to 741-741 to connect with the crisis counselor. You also could do the National Parent Hotline, which is 855-427-2736. You get available help for parents needing to speak with counselors. So that is a great thing. As well as the FamilyAware.org. You can definitely go and look up that site and see what services can be provided for your family or for depression awareness. Helps families recognize and cope with depression and bipolar disorder to get people well and prevent suicide. So once again, we have the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 800-273-8255, and you can text the crisis text line to HOME to 741-741 to connect with the crisis counselor. And the National Parent Hotline, which sometimes parents need just for conversation. You can speak with them at 855-427-2736. Help available for parents needing to speak with counselors. So you definitely can go and seek that if you know anyone or you experience anyone with the problem that you know. So we definitely can do that. I just wish everybody the best. So I want to get into some other things that we spoke on our last episode. This is episode 4. And we've been trying every week to better ourselves. Your comments and concerns and constructive criticism is very much needed. We definitely appreciate it. I am aware of who's watching and the ones that's not watching. Thank you for at least checking us out at least once every Thursday. We'll come back again. I'll tell you, something will get better. And I definitely, and we here at Intune Radio Podcast appreciate your help. I'd like to just thank all the people that work close once again with me on this, because I really can't do it without them. It takes a lot. A lot of people might not believe this. It takes a lot to have a podcast and to have dedicated people who want to work with you and see you succeed and see your hustle and been waiting for your hustle. But that's a great thing. Those are good heart and good spirited people. So I want to definitely give a shout out to all of those people. Sharonda Henry, who, like I said, she provides me some great masks, these t-shirts. Y'all already know. Yes, call me if you need me, except for money. Don't call my phone if you need money, because I'm on a fixed income. That means I do not have it. But if you ever need to let me have anything that you feel is a gift, I greatly appreciate it. I really do. But Sharonda Henry makes my t-shirts as well as the masks. She's you call up, say, listen, I need this real quick. She gets it done. She also have her own company, which once I get more info, I will definitely give you that soon. But you can go check her out. Or she, actually was painted, so you can see exactly who she is, because she does great wreaths as well as t-shirts. Tamara, like I said, once again, she's the backbone to all of this. Pretty much, she sits back to take everything that I say and put it together and send it back to me, and I go right back at her, and she goes, it's your thing. And then at the end of the day, we come up with this stuff. So I appreciate her as well. Quay Bills is in the house. I appreciate Quay Bills. He came through. Bills had a conversation with me. Then he, hey, what can I do to help? Just people that want to be helping hands. Kira, she helps out simultaneously. Kira's working now, so she's shifting her energy, and I'm proud of that. That's okay with me. So at the end of the day, we all are doing our thing. We all want to be happy. We all want to understand that, we're going to get back to our happiness. We're going to get back to doing the things that, we were comfortable with. We want to get back to visiting family, enjoying things without thinking that, it's a disease every 5 seconds. And we will get back to these things. We just want to uplift everybody and make sure they understand that, sometimes you have to go to the bottom to get back to the top. But just enjoy those moments once we get there. Realize that at the end of the day, everybody's getting their life. But at the end of the day, at some point in time, we have to give that back. So enjoy and take care of yourself as much as you can now. I try every day. I just need some food. I need somebody to tell me, send me. I know y'all see me cooking. I ain't got no cooking shows yet. But at the end of the day, I just don't like to cook. Period. I don't care. I think I said period. I don't care how you look at it. I don't want to cook nothing. Chicken, fries. I'm good. I'll bake something quick. But I'm trying to stay healthy. I want everyone out there to stay healthy. Continue to take care of yourself, because you are far more important than anything else that's negativity and anything that's going to damage or hurt you or your character or you as an individual and your health wise. So we all need to be mindful of that. Please be mindful of that. And take care of each other. Tell somebody you love them on a daily basis. Me and my mom talk every day. She reminds me how she used to put the belt to me. I mean, that's probably like every day too. But at the end of the day, I respect the fact that she brought me this far through the knowledge and wisdom and the understanding she gave me, the tools to be successful on whatever level. I am most appreciative of her. She's one who, told me I could never teach you how to be a man, but I can tell you what's expected of a man. And sometimes, I might fall short to others, but I know at the end of the day, I'm going to hold up my end of the bargain. Oh, looks like we got another call, so let's see who we're speaking with. Good evening, Intune Radio Podcast. This is Professor Vanessa. May I say have your name and where you're calling from, please?
This is Denise calling from Arizona. Hey.
What's up, Denise?
I'm like super late. Sorry. I was busy, but whatever. Mental health in the Black community?
Yes.
I don't remember to be late to that one, right? My opinion about mental health in the Black community is that I think we already deal with the issue of not being able to go to family and friends for everyday little things or major things, relationships, friendships, job issues, financial issues overall. So when it gets to the capacity of actual mental health, stress, suicidal thoughts, things like that, that is just too extreme because you can't go to, people in the family for everyday things. We have a little taboo in the community. 1 minute you tell somebody something, it's a key in the next conversation when you're not around or things like that. But I think we have a lot of reservations about communicating with everyday small issues. So when they turn into these big multitude of things, we definitely not going to family and friends. It's just that because we know that we like to talk about each other behind each other's back. Right. Even if the person that you're talking to next about the person's problem, they're going to talk about you too. It's just a vicious cycle. I don't know if it's necessarily in the Black community, but I know it's has been quite extreme my entire life that I could comprehend that, people talk about people back and forth. So when it comes to a mental issue or, extreme measures, people definitely not trying to open up. They're going to shut down even more. They're going to isolate themselves and try to deal with things on their own. And then they get out of hand for them, mentally, and then they just go off the handle and they be gone. Sometimes they don't ever come back mentally anyway.
So do you think, like, I had someone help me realize that one day, because I'm big on,
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
you can't hear me?
You gotta talk up. It's better now.
It's better now?
I mean, you can shout a little bit.
Shout a little bit. Okay, so basically, I just feel, I can't, like I said, at the end of the day, for me, it's more or less like, I just think, from what I understand, is like,
I don't know, you sound far away.
do I sound far away?
I mean, you might be a little cheap phone, but it's been working all right good for.
Can you hear me better now?
I am, I gotta be like in the corner to hear you a little bit.
It's that Barry White voice. You'll never find what that ain't bad. Yeah, you will. Hey man, listen, I love music. Don't judge me. But I just feel like a lot of times the situations are what they are, but we might not know what they are. Like you said, until we have a conversation with a person, we shouldn't pass judgment or form an opinion on anyone, because I've made that mistake before and it wasn't even what it was. So at the end of the day, each individual is entitled to feel how they feel, but I just don't see where a diagnosis of those mental health issues I can speak on, other than, like I said, the people I've come across.
Well, I can't hear everything, but I did hear a keyword about judgmental. Yeah, we're very judgmental in our Black community. We talk about the smallest things, from the shoes on people's feet to just the smallest things. It's like people don't know how to expand beyond whatever they're going through internally, and then they impose that on people externally. And it's just like a vicious cycle, because as a community, we struggle so bad, right? So we just get to the point where we just made a habit and a hobby out of, judging people and, kikiing about people, when silently you're suffering in the same way. But I think a lot of people tend to do that just to take the attention off of them. So when people have mental health issues, most of us have suffered from some sort of mental health issue at some capacity, sitting alone in the house, sitting alone in the car. You might even be sitting amongst family and friends, and mentally you are gone or slipping, and people are not acknowledging it. Either one, you're putting on a really good smile, or you know how to maneuver your energy so it won't show so well. But at some point in time, we all, including myself, have been on a verge where just life was just entirely too much,
Right.
And people just tend to go into that space where they want to take that mental break and just don't come back. Or they can come back, but they might come back a little bit different than how they were before, like maybe not as welcoming or as that much more less engaged with family and friends. So we really have to be careful and mindful of each other, and not get in the rapture of the only word that actually heard your ear clear was being judgmental.
Right. Well, yeah, I gotta see what's going on with my equipment, because I have to make sure you can hear me. But I appreciate you giving us a call in and voicing your opinion. And if there's anything else you want to add, it'd be greatly appreciated.
All right, bye.
All right, talk to you later.
Bye.
So I believe we're gonna be on the same page to that one. Like, we just, from what I experienced, is always, once again, that's a personal issue for me. I don't know anyone who, I haven't talked to any doctors to basically find out when exactly you're diagnosed with any mental health issues. But even if we did have any, in our community, I don't think we handle it well when it comes to others. Like the keyword we did use was judgmental. And I've been guilty of that too, judging the person not knowing their story or the history of what they might be going through. So we have to be mindful of that. And that's one way of getting back to our happiness. Just understand that people might be different. People might see things different. People might feel things different. People can just be different all the way around the board because they choose to be a certain way. And sometimes they don't know that certain way to be. So that doesn't mean we can judge them. It means if they need anything that we can lead them, guide them, strengthen them with, then we should be able to provide it, because that's how good-hearted people are supposed to be. That's how good-hearted people was taught. So at the end of the day, as long as we're giving out that good energy, we'll continue to have good energy. And we have to work together to bring that good energy back. That's why we all need to get out and vote in November. Let our voices and opinions be heard, and we have to stand by them, because we are a voice, we are a community, we deserve to have things the way we would like them, so at the end of the day, we have to push forward to do what we need to do that's necessary for us to get to enjoy the things that we once enjoyed. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking for change, and I'm looking for an opportunity to change me and my family in a positive direction, and your family in a positive direction. So we definitely want to do that. At the end of the day, what matters most is, like I said, we all continue to rise up together. That's the truth behind that. We all continue to work together to be great. We all continue to work together to support each other. And, that's one thing that we really should focus on. Like, no matter what, let's not be greedy. Let's not, try to be, make someone the butt of your jokes because you choose to want to create a laugh. No, that's because everyone has feelings. And once again, like I stated before, I've been guilty of some of these things, but I am trying to work just as well as the next person. There's always a man or a woman working just as hard. I'm going to always say that, to better themselves. And those are the individuals that I choose and I would like to be around. And if you're on a level where you're not there yet, let's grow together, and that's pretty much how I feel about that. Let's grow together, let's come up together, let's rise up together. And those are important keys, because, everybody has to leave or has something to leave behind in their life. And they want those individuals to be as peaceful as you might have been while you're here. So, we all just got to clean up our act and try to work forward to being better selves for, not just us, but our children. Because, how we are, is a reflection of how they will be. And those are factuals, Some of them go stray, if you want to use that word. Some of them just don't want to listen and want to do what they want to do and think there's no consequences. So, at the end of the day, there are consequences. And at the end of the day, that's my favorite word, end of the day, because it's factual. You have to know when to realize that your actions can get you in a world of trouble. Period. You have to know that, whether it's a relationship, whether it's at work, whether it's anywhere. It's what you do is a reflection of how people see you. Period. If you're in a relationship, continue to date within the relationship. To keep the relationship, you have to do what's necessary to make things work. If you're a teacher, sometimes the teachers don't have to write all the answers, but work with them. Sometimes the children don't understand things that been brought out to them or put forth in front of them. So we have to work with them. The first thing we want to do is get angry and upset. Is that a sign of mental illness that we need to work on? Who knows? But the simple things and the things that are what I call common sense things does not need to be discussed. Right from wrong. What's a good thing and what's a bad thing, period. We're all wrapped into one. So we as a unit has to start putting forth the effort to better our communities, to better ourselves. And it's not difficult because there's enough out there for us all. We all gonna have disagreements, we all gonna see things differently, but at the end of the day, we shouldn't hurt each other over those things. And so is that the type of mental health issues are we dealing with? Or is what they call self-conflicted, or do you sit there and think of these things, or do you look at things and say, oh, I want to do this, that, third, not thinking of them and not thinking of the consequences? Or do you really have an issue with things? Because I don't know anybody who just wants to, today I want to go out and do this in a negative way. I don't know anybody that just want to do things like that. So we have to work on getting closer to each other as individuals in a positive way to understand where they hurt and where they come from. And again, not to judge them just because we see them differently. That's not a good thing. So with that being said, we're going to do our trivia giveaway where you can win one of these fabulous shirts, one of these beautiful Intune radio and podcast mask or one of these great mugs. You can drink some good hot cocoa or coffee. And up north, people, you're going to need it, especially because I know it's about to get cool up there. Is it cool up there? But so here's the question, and let me get my phone ready because at the end of the day, you only got 20 seconds. Give us a call, 678-300-2188, and you can answer this trivia question. And the trivia question is, what is Pluto's period of revolution around the sun? Give us a call so we can see exactly who knows this answer. What is Pluto's period of revolution around the sun? You get to win one of these fabulous mugs, one of these beautiful face masks, Intune Radio and podcast, or one of these beautiful t-shirts or a t-shirt they like this one. Call me if you need me except for money. Yeah. Up, that's our time. Yep. So the answer, it's not going off. The answer is 247.7 Earth years. So what is Pluto's period of revolution around the sun? 247.7 Earth years. Wow. I know, that's a long time. Yeah. Yes. So once again, Intune Radio Podcast, we are here every Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Once again, we're giving the community a voice, which allows you to call us in, comment, contact us on all social media platforms. Like our page. Like I said, we take constructive criticism. We only want to get better for you because the community is the voice. And we definitely care about your opinion. Everyone has one. It doesn't make your opinion wrong or right. It's just the opinion that you live your life. You choose to use your life by. Yes. And if you need any advertisement or promotions, you can contact us by email at Intune Radio Podcast, all one word, at gmail.com. Intune, the number 2, Intune Radio Podcast at gmail.com. So you can definitely give us a call and we definitely can give you some shout outs. And I don't mind doing it because once again, we are the community and we would definitely like to support you at all levels in any way we possibly can. That's what we do here. Once again, I'm glad that all of you joined in today. I love interacting with you all. We definitely will read your comments and respond to them. If there's any subject or any issues that you're having, you want to discuss, you want to share with us, this is a judgmental podcast, very non-judgmental, where, your opinion does count, it does matter. Hold on to your personal stuff, but as far as anything that can help you or benefit to others, you definitely give us a call or write in the comments or just come in and have some dialogue with us here on Thursday evening, 7:30 to 8:30. Before I go, I just want to also say to all the young kids out there who's doing that virtual schooling, please stay focused. Understand that it's still no picnic. You might think it's easy, but stay focused, stay engaged, because at the end of the day, these things are going to be needed through your life. You're going to have these tools to be successful. If you're thinking if you're missing something or you're just screaming on through it, they're going to come up again. So just stay focused and stay positive, and we all going to push through this. I know you miss your friends and you want to mingle with everybody and go to the basketball games and football season, and that's a great thing. You should be enjoying your life, but first and foremost, just stay focused on becoming more educated on things. So if this ever happens again, you will be prepared for it or be in a position to help solve whatever issue that might be created at that time. Hopefully none. And for you parents, keep pushing forward. We're going to see a better and brighter days, and we all can get together and just basically enjoy life again and be okay with meeting someone or getting to know someone of those things, those natures. So I know I am, man. I missed basketball season. I wanted to go see my Redskins play. Let me tell you something for a lot of people. The Washington football team, who just recently beat the Philadelphia Eagles 27-17. They scored 17 points in the first half and none in the second half. We had none in the first half, 27 in the second half. They're sleeping on my Redskins. or we just gonna call them the Washington football team. They're sleeping on us, but I think we want to know in the division. We probably lead the division with sacks. Like, we the truth around these parts. Don't sleep on us, man. You never know. But yeah, and I believe my Miami Heat, which everybody knows me, the Miami Heat is my team. The Miami Heat will see the Los Angeles Lakers, maybe Denver, and in the NBA Finals. That's my prediction. So anybody can prove me wrong if they want to. And I can't go without talking about these Falcons. Oh my God. I'm about to stir up some noise with this one. And y'all got Alabama, two of Alabama's best Hall of Fame receivers. And then there's Matt Ryan. Come on, man. Come on, Atlanta. I wanted to go to the Super Bowl and party, we all play New England, but this ain't looking good. Atlanta, you need a new quarterback. You're in debt, but you need a new quarterback. I love Atlanta. That's why I moved here. Atlanta, y'all popping. Y'all really are. Never been to Magic City yet, but y'all popping. Y'all definitely got it going on. But you need to get rid of Matt Ryan, period. And we don't talk about the basketball team. But, but Matt Ryan got to go. But I love Atlanta. Shout out to Dothan, Alabama. I will be back to see you guys. I love my family. All of them always tell me they're coming up here, but I only see Retta and my cousin Reg, my cousin Sin. But Trenton, New Jersey, Philadelphia, I'm on my way. Sooner or later, before this year out, I'll be up there. We can hang out, hopefully. I don't know if this pandemic's still going to be going, so it looks like we'll be at somebody's house playing Madden, talking about good times. But shout out to South Carolina, Somerville, Charleston. Shout out to all my people down there. Most definitely, y'all. Check us out every Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Intune Radio Podcast, where we speak about any and everything. If you have something or issue that you want to talk about, give us a call, or you can inbox us, or you can just go ahead and email us at intuneradiopodcast@gmail.com. We'll definitely respond. We'll make sure everything you need or everything you want to be taken care of, and we can have some good dialogue and conversation. So you definitely can join us at any time with that. Like I said, we are a podcast that wants to give the community a voice. We want to make sure that everyone's heard, everyone's understood, things of that nature. And I appreciate you giving us that information and providing us with that conversation, because there's some things that we might not know, or some things that we might miss, or some things that we might just want to, incorporate into our lives, or whatever it may be. You never know. I sit back here and I listen to a lot of people younger than me tell me about life, and I just nod my head, agree with them, say something every now and then tell them my age. Oh, we're supposed to. So, at the end of the day, it's once again that key word, judgmental, and does that also go back to being mental health? When you're being judgmental of others, is that a mental health issue, or is that just you being someone that you choose to be? So, you can talk on a lot of different things, but if you ever feel as though you're having an issue with anything, or you need to reach out to anyone, you can once again call that National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 800-273-8255. Once again, this provides 24/7 free and confidential support for people in distress. And you can also text HOME to 741-741 to connect with a crisis counselor. So, and definitely also go to thefamilyaware.org if you want to get some information from there. Most definitely, if you know someone or someone themselves are going through these issues, please do not hesitate to reach out and seek that type of help if you need it. Once again, I thank everybody. I'm going to continue to do that, because you people are going to make us great, and we're going to be great together. And moving forward, like I said, we're going to have a segment where we have a lot of unsigned artists come in, poetry, whatever it is, whatever art that you perfect, so to speak, you may be allowed to come or give us a call and discuss that. And whatever business that you have, if you want to shout outs or promotions, anything that advertisements, you definitely could give us a call, or you could just email us at intuneradiopodcast@gmail.com. Hit us in the inbox so we can discuss whatever that you choose to do. But once again, we do enjoy you here every Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30, and we do appreciate your time and the time away that you set to see us. And remember, you can always call me, except for money, because I ain't got none. See right there? With that, we out of here.
Share.